This is a story about a glamorous heroine and her baffling disappearance. Amelia Earhart was beautiful and much beloved by the American public as the world's finest female aviator of the 1930s. Amelia set many airborne milestones, and as the first woman to fly solo and non-stop across the Atlantic, she received the Distinguished Flying Cross from the US Congress, the Cross of Knight of the Legion of Honor from the French government, and the Gold Medal of the National Geographic Society, which was presented to her by US President Herbert Hoover. Yet even today, Amelia is still newsworthy, thanks to her mysterious disappearance on July 2nd, 1937. Earhart was attempting to become the first woman to fly around the world. She and her navigator, Fred Noonan, had covered about 22,000 miles of the journey. The remaining 7,000 miles involved island hopping across the vast Pacific Ocean. Just 3 weeks before her 40th birthday, on July 2nd, 1937, at midnight, Earhart and Noonan took off from Lae with enough fuel for 21 hours of flying. Their intended destination was Howland Island. They never arrived and disappeared without trace. Their last positive position was over the Nukumanu Islands, about 800 miles into this leg of the journey. The US Navy launched a weeks-long search of 250,000 square miles of ocean around Howland and a nearby chain of small islands. It was, at the time, the most extensive, expensive air-sea search ever mounted. No trace was ever found of the plane, and over time, many theories regarding Amelia's disappearance evolved. Nauticus Corp, the Maryland-based underwater exploration group responsible for finding the Titanic, attempted to find the remains of the Lockheed Electra plane that Earhart flew on her fateful journey. Nauticus believed the plane was lost in the ocean and used sonar equipment to search a 650 square mile area that may yet hold the answers to the Amelia mystery. The group lowered a sonar listening device called Nomad over the side of a ship and trailed it behind the ship at an angle, collecting sonar data as it crisscrossed the surface of the ocean floor. It was hoped an acoustical map of the area would indicate whether the plane was there or not, but the $3 million search was plagued with technical difficulties linked to the extreme depth of the water and was eventually called off. Although Amelia achieved much in aviation, her early death and the mystery surrounding her overshadowed the achievements of other female pioneers. Among them was Amelia's friend Jackie Cochran, who died on August 7th, 1980. Her aviation accomplishments never gained the continued media attention given to Amelia Earhart. Nevertheless, Jackie Cochran ranks as one of the greatest aviators ever, and a woman who frequently used her influence to advance the cause of women in aviation. When the Second World War broke out, Jackie rallied to have women fly aircraft. In 1943, she was the director of the Women's Air Force Service Pilots, or WASPs, program. Their job was to fly the planes from factories to the place of shipment for active duty. At this time, some women also test flew aircraft. Here at the Grumman factory, women pilots are test flying the Hellcat. Thanks to this program, Jackie Cochran was awarded the Distinguished Service Medal for services to her country during World War II. One of her later achievements was to be the first woman to break the sound barrier flying a military F-104 starfighter. Both Amelia Earhart and Jackie Cochran played major roles in advancing women in aviation and added richness to the history of flight.